So we've got one from John. So John's saying, I want to drop out of college. I hate every minute of it. I'm in a program that's not something I need to do to get a job. Art degrees are not required to be an artist. Fair. The other students in my school just do drugs and cry about Trump all day, and it's annoying. This is hilarious. The school costs $50,000 a year. Dang.
Yo.
And after scholarships, that's
Wait a second, right there. If somebody told me that they were paying $50,000 a year, I'd be like, "Are you getting a law degree? What are you doing?"
No, but he just literally said he's
an artist.
He's an artist, and he doesn't even need the degree. So
wow.
Then he says, and after scholarships, that's still $15,000 per year of debt. I mean, good for you, man, for getting a pretty hefty scholarship there. I'm 1 year in, and I don't want to be in debt forever. Okay. I like some of the classes and really love one of my writing teachers, but overall, I feel trapped in a bad place around people I don't vibe with, rapidly becoming more indebted. But my parents don't support me dropping out, and I don't really know what I would do when I leave. What's your advice?
The first thing is, don't keep spending money on a thing you know is not going to serve you in your career. If you need to hit a pause button for a semester or a pause button for a year to figure out what you should study, if you are going to invest in traditional education, do it. That's the one thing that I think the generation by and large lacks is the boldness to make the important, hard decision to hit the pause button on something that we have already admitted is dumb.
Yeah.
We know it's dumb. It's $50,000 a year. It's $15,000 a year with scholarship. Still a lot of money. You know, you've already said, you already know how you feel.
Yeah.
You know you don't want to do it.
Yeah,
so you just told me, like, why are you staying in the program?
Yeah.
You're staying in the program because my parents, because some of my friends, because some of these teachers I don't like. Are any of those good reasons to continue to invest $50,000 or subsidized $15,000 a year in something you don't need to be successful in the field you're going into?
Yeah, you don't need to make a decision out of a place of fear of disappointing someone. You will disappoint someone. You're either going to disappoint your parents when you drop out. You're going to disappoint yourself for staying in there. You're going to disappoint your partner for whatever decision that you made on where you went to dinner last week.
Or your drugged out, whiny friends. You're going to piss them off too.
Everyone's going to be disappointed, but it is all a matter of trade-off. So John has to decide, do I want to disappoint them or do I want to disappoint me? I think that's the first thing that he needs to decide. I think the second thing that he needs to decide is, what is he going to? So many times people just jump from and they don't think about to. So he wants to leave college. He wants to go from something, but what is he going to? I think that's actually the real question is he saying, if I leave, where am I going to? Because one of the big things that we always ask whenever we're moving on to something else or we see someone else moving on is we're like, what are you doing next?
Yeah.
And if you don't have an answer, you feel like a failure.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know what I'm doing next. I sound like I'm floating in the ether. So what John needs to know is, what is he going to? So maybe it's stay in there for the rest of the semester while you're figuring out what you're going to.
Yeah.
So that way you're not on the other side of it wondering, did I make a mistake? Because safety and security comes from certainty.
Yeah, and it
you
may
create
be
that certainty for yourself.
And it may be that he wants to stay in college, but needs to choose a different major.
Totally fair.
According to his purpose, right?
Yeah.
When you look at your life, John, when you look at your life, what is the best that you've got? Are you a great artist?
Yeah.
Because if the answer is you are already inclined to be a good or great artist, there's a lot of opportunity for you.
Yeah.
But especially in the age of AI and the age of micro-learning on the internet, you don't necessarily need a 2 or even 4-year degree to be a great artist. And a lot of people think starving artist. No, not necessarily. The starving artist is the person who is a great artist that doesn't know how to sell, or a bad artist. That's a starving artist. But the artist that does well is the great artist that knows how to sell and persuade.
Yeah.
Okay. So
if you're a true artist, you need to learn marketing
and sales.
So is your writing teacher, writing professor helping you become better at marketing? Because copywriting is one of the most powerful tool sets that you can do, but there are other ways that you can do that. So don't stay in a job, don't stay in a position, don't stay in university because of a relationship.
Great example of this would be on the coffee table right in front of us is a book that features the photography art, David Yarrow.
Yeah,
okay.
Good example.
Now he is a phenomenal photographer.
Right.
We went to an event one time and he talked about how to shoot a lion, not with a gun, shoot a lion that's charging at the cage you're in to take a picture of the lion.
Right.
And
it's a very specific
Now think about this, right? This is how you know somebody's really good at what they do. He talked about from the point of the nose on the lion going back to its eyes is a drop of 7 inches, right? So the camera, the lens has to be in focus on both the end of the nose and the eyes.
Right.
And he talks about how hard that is to get that focus right. Now, what does that mean? He knows his craft really well.
Right.
He knows how to get a great photo of a lion charging at a camera cage.
Yeah.
What else does he know? How to sell those prints for $25, $50, to some of them over $100,000.
Yeah.
This is a talented artist
Who knows how
Tom
Brady.
He knows how to sell. Yeah, he's got the forward of that book actually is written by Tom Brady, and
Yeah.
there's a piece in Tom Brady's one of his mansions. I don't know, but the point is that he's an excellent artist who knows how to sell and persuade to the right buying audience
Right.
with the money to buy the art.
Right.
That's if you want to be an artist, be a good one, be a great one, but also know how to sell and persuade. If I was an artist, I'd be in college. I might study art, but I might just be really good at art on the side and learn how to sell and persuade.
Yep.
So that I could actually not be a starving artist when I come out of school.
Yeah. Let me say this, John. First of all, you're asking the right questions. You are definitely in a position where you're figuring out what's next for you. I want to encourage you with this. Don't go to university. Don't go to a job. Don't go to a relationship expecting them to give you certainty and clarity. Go to whatever is next for you with that certainty and clarity that you know that it's going to be aligned with your purpose. So we're going to send you a link to take the Purpose Factor assessment. Send us back your results. We'd love to go over it with you so that way you can have certainty and clarity about what's next for you.